Cruising down the highway, windows down low, sunset paints the sky.
Hey everyone, it's just me. Got a little CEO down here. We're about to go get on the bus to get back to our airport, and then I'm gonna start heading home. Overall, I feel like this trip was pretty successful for CO. The one thing though I do want to work with her on is making her realize that she can go to the potty spots and not have to hold it the entire day, because that's what she was trying to do. Other than that, she did pretty perfect. Got a lot of compliments on how she was behaving. I'm just very proud of her. Just a cute little baby. But I'm gonna go in for Kai and we'll get on our bus. But I'll see you guys in a minute. Ciel, are you walking yourself? She's holding herself back. She says, I got my leash and I will pull myself.
She's punching my dog in the face. I hope you know that. I'm blank. Nagada, thank you.
Says, yeah, I walk myself.
Stop body shaming me and punching myself. This is why I came in here, because this is what happens.
Pre-flight zoomies. In the potty spot.
Stop body shaming my dog. You just scratched her across the face. I know you saw. Where were you based? Network.
Laying low, no place to go. Sunlight dances through the window. Lazy haze filled up the room. Got no plans, just
Everyone,
me.
it's just me. I am home. Your CL. I know it's so sleepy. Get the big stretches in. So we got back. I want to say around like 10:30ish. I think is when we got home in the morning. Just because the airport's not the closest to me, and so that made it a little longer. And just trying to make sure, she had plenty of walks before we really, got in, because we had took an Uber home, which the hi Toodles, which the Uber driver was so impressed with how well behaved she is. He's like, yeah, because she just lays on the floor, does not move. I will say that was one thing that we worked really hard on with her. In general, a lot of the stuff that she was exposed to during this trip was stuff that we've been working on training for the past couple months. Technically, when I took her in, I got her knowing I wanted to start getting back into traveling. I used to travel more frequently, and I also have flown with my prior service dog. But I knew I really wanted to start more, I always feel like I get stuck at home and it's just hard with medical stuff, so I wanted to start actually trying to live for myself. So hence, I had worked with her on getting her comfortable with airports. As you may have seen, we've done stuff like just getting in this little face used to baggage claim sounds. I would have people practice with doing what a pat down would be like for her, which she was perfect for. Arguably the only thing she did was she did a little bit of the Dane lean. But other than that, she was pretty perfect. With her, I was concerned too, because being a Dane, sometimes they get a little weird about smaller spaces. And so we've also been spending the past couple weeks working on her under command, so that way she knew when she needed to be under tables or kind of be more out of the way, like getting under my seat. And she actually did perfect with it. There was no hesitancy. When we were about to fly out a couple days ago, I was sitting at one spot and she instantly was like, okay, I'm supposed to be under the table. So she just went under, even though it was just one of those little charging station tables. But overall, she did amazing. We have been practicing getting her used to different sounds, like the sounds of different amusement park rides. And And then when it came to things like the fireworks, she has had one prior experience with fireworks, though I did not personally like that type of experience she had, because her prior experience was people illegally lighting fireworks, the ones that go up in the sky about 10-15 feet away from where we were walking, and it was near trees and other people's houses, and it was very extremely loud because we were right next to it. And I know that was not the best one to help with her confidence, but that's why I also came with headphones, and I used them. I want to say I used it for that show, for the fireworks, and then I used it for one other different show. It was the Lion King one, just because it seemed to be a little too loud for her, so she started to having trouble settling. As soon as I put them on, she instantly just lay down and just relaxed. It's one thing I would highly, highly recommend if anyone else is planning on doing trips where there could be loud sounds. She had her Crocs, with her wag wellies. We had those for when the ground was too hot, because there was, all days we were there, that it did eventually, the ground was very hot, and we were able to at least give her some relief. Overall, I'm very, very proud with how she did, considering this is her first flight. When I had mentioned this to my trainer, that I wanted to do this because this was going to be for my birthday. I said she was going to be 10 months old when all this stuff was going on, and I just was unsure about how to go about it, and she gave me different ideas on different experiences that I could use to help with training her up for it. So we did do that. We also, when I talked with a lot of stuff, she said, that based off my time frame, she thought that she would be definitely ready. Well, not definitely. She did say she was going to be. She could probably be ready for the. You okay, Macy? Sorry about that. But so when I talked with my trainer about wanting to do this, she felt that with her current courses and how she's been doing with her training, that she would be able to do this. So that was just one thing that I did mention to her. She gave me different training techniques to help prepare her for the trip. She did also give me some words of advice, which the big things being that this trip, while it was for my birthday, is not really, the focus will not be entirely on me, because I will have to alter my trip to make it more where it's not going to be too much for her, where it's not going to burn her out. And so things like we do many breaks where she got to go nap. When it was really hot out, we'd actually go and do indoor shows. So that way she had a little bit of time where she could take a little nap while in an air-conditioned place. I did not let her go on all the rides that she would technically be able to ride, just because I didn't want to do stuff that she was not fully ready for. She did ride the beginning part for Rise of the Resistance before you get kidnapped, and she also rode Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railroad. But those she was perfectly fine with. The big things we were avoiding is I could not do anything with the moving floor, because that is something that she is not up to par with that yet. And I couldn't do anything that I thought was going to be too much and make it harder for her to settle. Because the last thing I want to do is to freak her out, and then she'll never want to go on anything again in her life. Or just kind of taking a step back, because right now she is perfect with getting into things that if I tell her I need to get on this ride, I need to get in this bus, this car, she always does that pretty well. Same thing is when I give her the command to get into the airplane, she did perfect. But yeah, overall I am very, very proud of her. She was able to keep her downstay the entire time we had dinner. She was very receptive to her commands, treats. She did really well at ignoring a lot of the distractions there. She did have, a lot of people were talking about her, talking to her, especially kids. There was one kid who actually also just saw her, and I guess they aren't as comfortable with dogs, because she was just laying down, and they did just scream at the top of their lungs multiple times at her. But luckily she didn't even flinch, didn't even look at them, acknowledge them. But overall, I would say I feel like this was a great success, because I had been waiting a while before doing any traveling stuff, because I wanted to make sure that she was going to behave to the level that I needed her to behave. So big thing like that is I just wanted to set her up for success, not failure. And so I did things with her that made more sense based off her current training level. For rides that it was a kind of iffy thing for her to ride, I wouldn't let her go just because I did not want to stress her out. I wanted her to be able to enjoy all the training opportunities that this experience brought her, to be able to really help her excel. And honestly, she completely surpassed my expectations, because pretty much I had also my backup plans for this whole trip. The big thing is so if I were to have issues with getting her even on the plane, I would have just had someone come pick her up and take her to her training place and have her boarded there. And if there were to be any issues while we were in Florida, my plan was going to be then they have a boarding facility at there. She is up to date on all shots to be able to board. So if there were to be something where I felt like she was just not ready, the backup thing was she would have been boarded. The hotel I stayed at is actually also pet friendly, so it wouldn't have been a problem regardless with her being there, as long as, she's being well behaved, not having accidents, not barking up a storm, which she didn't. She was just perfect. She just kind of laid down. She gave me alerts when needed. But overall, I'm very, very impressed with how well she did. And I can't wait to see where we end up traveling next. Probably be a minute, but I just can't wait to see what the future holds. So see you guys later. I have a birthday dinner I'm doing with my family since I was out of town on my actual birthday. So we're going to do that. CL's going to pretty much just nap the whole day because he's catching up on all the sleep from the trip. Because this is definitely one of the more longer stretch periods of her working. Because she does have days she works, back to back. But also normally when it's like the back to back, she also has more options on where her breaks and her, just kind of relaxed moments. But she has more control over here about her breaks. It's something I've always incorporated with her outings since the moment she came home. We would do breaks to help her kind of regain her focus. So whether that be I had toys with me, we'll just do like little practice training things. We would just go find a place and just relax, let her nap. And yeah, overall, she did amazing. Couldn't ask for any better results. She was pretty perfect. She was still good with tasking with under all the stress going around. I know one moment when I was feeling a bit stressed and I guess my heart rate spiked, because then she pretty much just did DDT on my legs and would not let me get up. But overall, I'm just very proud, and I cannot be happier with how this turned out. But I'm gonna go get ready for dinner. I'll see you guys in it. We done? We done? Are we done?